It's Melanie. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great start to your day. All right, the Sephora Fall Savings Event is almost upon us, so I thought I would do my usual sharing of my wish list and then also giving some recommendations to those that are going to be shopping the sale. I do understand that there are a lot of people who have kind of moved on from Sephora in terms of shopping this particular event because they do have this really obnoxious tiered system. So, totally get it if you are skipping Sephora altogether, but I feel like this is kind of a fall tradition for me. My birthday is in early November, so I have always treated this sale as a little bit of a birthday gift for myself. Now, the cart that I'm sharing with you guys today is just kind of my dream wish list. Honestly, I am not going to be getting everything that I have in my cart. There's a few things that will be must-haves, and I'll let you guys know what those things are, but there are a couple of other things that definitely don't need to be in here. So, yeah, this will be edited, and of course, I will also share my haul once I actually decide what I'm going to be picking up. So, to let you guys know about this year's details, if you haven't heard, the sale does start November 1st. Rouge will be able to purchase from November 1st through the 11th with obviously 20% off. VIBs from November 5th to November 11th with 15% off. And then Insiders from November 5th through 11th with 10% off. And then obviously, there is 30% off of the Sephora collection. So, anyway, let's dig into what I have in my cart. And if you have any suggestions for things that I might want to take a look at, or if you think there's something that I should totally subtract from the cart because you've tried it and it's absolutely awful, do let me know that as well. I always appreciate your guys' feedback. So let's get started. First things first, this is a must for me. The Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. Now, this is what I like to call the Big Mama Jama. This is the 2.7 ounce size, and I really hope I can get my hands on this before it sells out. There's a couple of other Glow Recipe things that I would like to pick up, but the most important thing for me to pick up is this because I am almost done with my Hue drops that I was using throughout the summer. And while I really enjoyed those, I don't feel like I need the bronzing aspect for myself. I'm pretty pasty and I don't mind being pasty at this point. It's just kind of the look that I sport. So the Hue drops were nice. They definitely added a little color to my face, but man, the original formulation will always have my heart. It's kind of become one of those staples in my routine that I really don't like being without. And I love that they are now offering this larger size here. So definitely a big fan of that. That has to come home with me. I'm kind of into setting powders right now, and I am kind of into these pink setting powders, which are supposed to be really brightening for the face. I feel like with my sleep issues, which thank you for all of your advice about the sleep issues that I'm having. I really need to get back into my doctor and get on probably some kind of medication for this, to be perfectly honest, because it's driving me nuts. But it really does make my face look not quite as lively, especially when I've gone 2, 3 days in a row with very little sleep. So I'm wondering if some of these fun pink powders can perk up my complexion a little bit. So I really like the Tower 28 lip products. And so I thought I would maybe check out the Get Set Blur and Set talc-free pressed setting powder in the Palisades pink. So again, supposed to be nice and brightening. So I think this one is maybe a definite, but I've got some other options down here. So if you've got recommendations, let me know. Must try this. This is the new Nest Vanilla Bourbon Eau de Parfum. You will notice that I am purchasing it in the travel size because the travel size is available. And whenever there is a travel size available, I need to start with that for the sake of my expansive personal fragrance collection. I don't necessarily need to be adding a full size unless I finish a travel size and I absolutely love it, then I can go back and I can purchase the full size. But until I finish the travel size, I have no business probably purchasing full. So I'm really excited about the bourbon aspect of this fragrance. If you've tried this, let me know. Honestly, I have not stuck my nose into this at all. I've not had time to really get into Sephora as of late to check this out. So I'm probably honestly just going to be ordering everything online the first day of the sale. It's just going to be a little bit harder for me to get in store this go around. So yeah, I'm going to be ordering this blind, and I really hope that it's as amazing as I hope it's going to be. Moving on down, we've got two staples here, and we know that these are staples for me. I love me some Paula's Choice, you guys. I don't think that there will ever come a time where I walk away from this particular brand unless they, I don't know, go kaput or whatever. But the clinical niacinamide 20% treatment is a staple in my routine. I'm actually on the last legs of my current bottle. So it's okay because I do have a 10% on backup that I'll use until I can get my hands on this one. But really the 20% has done the most in terms of helping the look of my pores. Niacinamide really has had the most impact on my pore size out of any of the skincare ingredients that I kind of tend to focus on. And it's the 20%. Listen, not everybody needs the 20%. If you have delightful pores, then good for you. That must be so nice. Not me. I got to work on these suckers every single day because as soon as I slow down on my skincare routine, my skin really wants to take a giant poop. So I have to stay on top of these things, and I will happily spend the money on this niacinamide treatment because it just works incredibly well for me. I also think because I use it during the daytime that it kind of helps to control my excess oil production as well. It's fabulous. Cannot recommend it enough. And then we all know my love of the Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense, SPF 30. This is my everyday SPF that has been my go-to for years. I'll never give it up. I always try new SPFs, and I do have some SPFs, for example, from Dermatology that I also love. Their matte mineral SPF is fabulous. But there's just something about this one that has a chokehold on me, and I can't let it go. So it's a great one, and I am on, once again, the last legs of my current bottle that I'm using. I still have some other SPFs I could certainly use, but man, I just love this one so much that I always end up buying it again and again and again. So next, I'm really intrigued by this, so I think I'm definitely going to be bringing this home. I've heard a lot about this Topicals Faded Serum for dark spots and discoloration. I do believe that there is azelaic acid and tranexamic acid in this formula. I can bring in the kojic acid with my Hydra Fader from Dermatology, which also love that. But that's kind of my trifecta for the over-the-counter treatment of my melasma on my forehead. That melasma flares up either with sun exposure or with hormonal changes. And I feel like lately I don't know. It's probably just my hormones, but I feel like stress maybe also does it too. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but I do know that my hormones are a complete wreck. So, yeah, the melasma just kind of comes and goes now. And as much as I love my hydroquinone, I actually did not ask for a refill of my prescription the last time that I went into the dermatologist's office. I figure I can just kind of keep going along with this. And if the melasma gets really bad, I'll contact the dermatologist and have him give me a prescription. But as of right now, I feel like I'm managing it with these other ingredients. So, and this really gets great reviews. So why not try it, test it out? I mean, it's not horrifically expensive. I definitely pay probably around this amount for the prescription of the hydroquinone. So, yeah, we'll give it the old college try. Okay. Definitely getting this. You guys, I'm telling you, I love these gosh darn Lawless forget the filler lip plumping line smoothing tinted lip balms. Ugh. The pink marshmallow has had a hold on me now for quite some time. I was going to get another pink marshmallow, but I have a lot of other lip products that I also need to be using. So I am limiting myself to this shade here, which is Whisper. I thought this looked like a nice kind of neutral nude, a great thing that I can just pop in my pocket, especially on days where I am doing deliveries and setups. This will just be easy enough for me to reapply as my lip color fades, and I don't have to be too careful with the application. These balms are just absolutely gorgeous, you guys. There are some people that absolutely hate these, and I don't know. I always hate to hear that because they're so fabulous, but I get it. Listen, not everybody likes all the same things, but this texture for me is fabulous. It stays put on my lips. It's really hydrating. It's kind of this nice little pop of color without being overwhelming. They're gorgeous. And yeah, Whisper is coming into my life, that's for sure. We also know how I feel about Virtue, the hair care line. This is my holy grail duo from them. I usually get their holiday kit every single year. So this is the 2024 version, which is basically the same as it was last year. You get the shampoo and the conditioner. And again, this is specifically the recovery line. For my naturally gray hair, this is one of those products that I will always splurge on because one, it's incredibly concentrated, so it lasts me a long time. But it's so worth it to me. It makes my hair insanely soft. It never weighs it down. It smells like $1,000,000, and it gives my hair a shine that it's just magic. Listen, I know not everybody likes to splurge on stuff like, shampoos, conditioners, things like that, but for me, this is just a non-negotiable, so it's an automatic. Love it and would definitely recommend it if you're at all in the market. Okay, this one here I'm not entirely sure about, and there is no travel size available. So that's why I have the full size in here. But I tell you what, if I do not like the way that this smells, it will go back immediately, and that's that. This is the Glossier I'm gonna mess this up. Reve. Oh my gosh. That year of French in high school did me absolutely no good, but also that was in like 1994. That was a really long time ago. I don't know. Whatever. Reve. We're going with that. It's an eau de parfum. I have not ever tried a single thing from Glossier, but I have heard many people raving about the brand overall. I need to try to refrain from purchasing too much makeup because I'm doing a really good job of using what I currently have makeup wise. So, yeah, I'm kind of focusing on other things. But this just sounded really lovely. It's a gourmand. So if you have smelled this one, if you, I don't know, if you have any experience with it, or if you have any experience with the other Glossier fragrances that you think I might actually like better, again, let me know. I always love your guys' feedback. Okay, this brand here, the Five Sens. Now, I originally purchased one of their first fragrances that they released when they dropped here at Sephora. I can't remember what the name of it was now, but I ended up returning it because it was a little too smoky for me. It was a vanilla base, but it came across as just a little too harsh to my nose. So, anyway, this one here is new and it does also have a vanilla base. It sounds like it's a little bit more gourmand. So, in terms of the longevity of these fragrances, the projection, the complexity of the fragrances, I've only heard good things. I think the only question is going to be whether it is a delicious enough gourmand for me to be really interested in it. Again, it's another one of those blind buys. I think this is one of the first times where I'm ordering perfumes and I don't really know what I'm going to be getting. Could be an interesting, it's going to be an interesting haul once I stick my nose into these. But yeah, if you have this one or if you've been able to smell it, do let me know. I'm curious. All right, we've got a couple more setting powders here, and I don't know why the Rich Deep made it into my cart. That is not what I need. This is the Ami, I'm gonna say Collet Skin Melt Talc Free Loose Setting Powder. There's three different options. There is a translucent, a kind of medium, and then this Rich Deep. I'll obviously need to, if I'm gonna get this, I need to change it to the translucent. This is meant for very deep, dark skin tones, which I obviously am not lucky enough to have. So I'm the translucent girl. But this price point seems pretty reasonable. So I don't know. I'm kind of interested in it, but it's also one where I could maybe go either way. I think that I would rather try the Huda Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. This one gets fabulous reviews, and this is the Cherry Blossom. Again, we're looking for that brightening pink there. This gets amazing reviews, and I really feel like this one is really good in terms of helping to keep the oil production kind of at bay, or at least helping to absorb that excess oil production a little bit better. So I don't know. I guess if I had to choose between the two, even though I'm really interested in this brand overall, I think I might go with the Huda. So let's go ahead and just get rid of that right now. And that'll make me feel a little better. There's one thing gone. I mean, so far, oh, I kind of want all these things. But look how much money that is. That's wild. Now, I'll save 20%. But I don't know that I want to spend this much. The Glossier perfume might have to go, but I really want to try it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the last thing that I have in my cart is something that I've actually had in the past. This is the Color Wow Dream Cocktail Carb Infused Thickening Leave-In Treatment. Say that 5 times fast. Listen, I love me some Color Wow. My friend Susan Reedy got me into this brand many years ago, and I've tried a number of things from them. There's been some things where I haven't been as impressed maybe as other people have been, but this one here really is a great leave-in treatment. And I feel like I haven't used a thickening leave-in treatment quite like this in a long time. It has more of like a lotiony type of texture. So yeah, and I really enjoyed this the first go around, so I figured I might as well pick it up during this sale when it is going to be on sale. So yeah, I will say I don't think that this cart here allows me to meet Rouge status again for next year. Well, if I paid full price for it, obviously this says that it would, but once you take that 20% off, it's definitely going to put me under. So Uh, it kind of, I really, really wish Sephora would stop this tiered system. I mean, at this point, I guess they're in kind of deep with it, so they're probably not going to change it. But I do miss the days when we could all just go in on the first day of the sale and, get everything that we wanted. It just felt a little bit more exciting. So, I don't know. Honestly, I spend a lot more of my like beauty money at Ulta these days. They have a lot of these brands, obviously. They don't have Paula's Choice. They do have Nest now, so that's good, but they don't have Tower 28. They don't have Glow Recipe. I don't think that they have the topicals. They don't have the Lawless. They do have the Virtue, so maybe I'll actually end up buying this at Ulta if they also get this in. I anticipate that Ulta will be sending me some kind of 20% off code during this sale because they usually do that. And I commend them for doing that. I mean, might as well get the competition going because if there is anything here that I can get over there, I'll do it. This Color Wow, I think is available at Ulta as well. So maybe I'll even get that over there. So, but yeah. At any rate, for what it's worth, this is what I currently have my eye on in terms of, things that I want backups of or new things that I want to try. And I'm really curious to hear about what you guys are thinking of picking up. Again, I need to edit this cart. Give me your suggestions. What should go? Maybe should I trade something out? I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Tomorrow I will share just a few suggestions, just really core items that I have great experiences with personally. And if you happen to have Rouge status, maybe you want to pick these things up. Um, but obviously it's not like how I used to do these videos where I would get all excited to share like a ton of things. I realize at this point in time, most people are really pulling away from this company. And like I said, I get it. So, all right. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll go ahead and link all these things in the description box down below if you want to go read up more about these products. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.